So it looks like we've got Kark, Symiad, Ragnor, and Branzol for Hellhounds. So this should be a better crew than what we saw on Tuesday. And then we've got
Yeah,
the standard comp for card sharks.
Okay, so this is
excellent.
match 4 Card Sharks at Hellhounds. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we've got Card Sharks' default lineup, and it is not Tuesday, so Karkillian is actually participating, and Symiad is here. Okay, yeah, this is
Yay.
Yeah.
this is basically their primary lineup, I guess. With the question mark being obviously Kimpaz could be in here somewhere.
So I think the big
Um,
question
I know what
for
you were laughing at.
Hellhound is going to be their saves.
Yeah. Um,
okay.
so let's see. Is this the betting? Is this where we bet?
There's betting, I believe, one north of where you are.
Disabled. Okay, but it's currently disabled.
I
Um,
think so.
if I can remember. Okay.
So I set up the gate post like 2 hours ago, right when I started drinking, and I had like 4 people to remind me which gate post I set up because I absolutely forgot.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Um, cool. So let's talk about this matchup a little bit while we have time to
What
spare.
if I don't want to?
Um, shut up and do what I tell you. Um, so we think that the Card Sharks are the favored team.
I
um,
think that's a safe assumption.
yeah, just based on experience and comfort level. I
Okay.
definitely think that they're going to be favored. They have flash available to them. Troll hitting is beastly. Karkillian should be able to choke Grendel out without too much trouble, though. Choke is very, like armsman choke is very, very good when you have high strength.
Okay.
So I do think that Karkillian will be able to throw out plenty of chokes. I
Mm-hmm.
think Ragnor is the biggest question mark here for Hellhounds. From what I understand, he's got a pretty stacked character, but it's yet to be seen how he's going to fare in an ACFL setting. And then Branzol can be pretty hit or miss. He he can
It
kind of
does
get
look like
lost a
the
little bit.
Stars chose to sit Zvixis. I'm actually very surprised by that.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Was he here earlier?
Maybe he wasn't here earlier. He's here now.
I didn't look.
Sorry.
Normally I check for everybody that's online for a team, and I did not look.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're
right.
the
The
Hellhounds.
Hellhounds window is south of the actual gambling window because
Right, because it's broken.
yes,
Um,
and we are not able to ever get our arenas fixed, which is great.
um,
I think this is still a tall order for the Hellhounds. They do have Kark, but I don't think KCS they're no strangers to dealing with choke.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
Handling that well.
Grindel
They don't have a
especially
weak line.
Grindel
Is
especially knows how to deal with it. When I went armsman for last season, I had about 2 or 3 good matches where I kept the entire enemy teams choked for the entire match, basically, and we steamrolled people. And then Grindel basically made it his sole mission in life to dirt kick me at every opportunity, and my effectiveness went straight into the ground. So Grendel knows how to deal with an enemy armsman.
Yeah, and I think the main advantage a Troll Barb really brings to a team is that it's a hitter that can sit on any other hitter
Yeah,
and not really have to worry about losing that damage trade-off.
yeah. except for the Wild Elf Blade Singers. Those are
Except
still
for those blade singers.
yeah.
That's why everyone needs a brewmaster.
Or a jungler. You can weapon toss Blade Singers. You can also, if you have an Armsman, you can also cross kick them. It's very, very good against Blade Singers. Entrap also works. So another point to Armsman. Armsmen are a very cool class. It's one of the more recent classes that I have really, really enjoyed. All right, overlay should be off now. Team should be set.
All right, here we go.
Look, some of us have been here for a long time, okay? It's hard to keep straight. Yes, Armsman came in, 15 years ago. It's okay. I've been here for a while. And
So
Grendel
Tyrcell is down. Kark is blind.
So this is good from Grendel. He's taking advantage of the fact that you can't Blade Song until you're in combat and using that to put out some good damage on Symiad early in the round.
Grendel is smite blind. That might have been the first try by Branzol too.
Branzol's disarmed now.
Yeah, it looks like they're focusing Grendel actually.
Why does he have a Grozing Iron? Why are you using a Grozing Iron?
He was disarmed.
I know, but I don't know why that would even be in your inventory. Branzol takes a rake himself.
Yeah.
So one multi-tick blind deserves another, I suppose. And Grendel's disarming Symiad. It's another good thing.
Grendel's failing disarms on Symiad right now. Merilith taking a lot of damage.
It's another good thing about being a troll is, or a giant ogre for that matter, is Blade Singers are very difficult to disarm, but you can do it when you have giant ogre / troll strength. Mm-hmm. Ragnar's already taking huge punishment.
Yeah, Slann is just beating the crap out of him.
They're just, I don't know what Rangor's doing here. He needs to not be sitting here tanking this much damage in stance offensive dual wielding. Like, even if you're having a hard time fleeing, it doesn't look like he's shifted into defensive at any point there. Like, you gotta stance. If the dual wielders jump on you, you gotta...
Symiad dips into red too. And Ragnor is dead.
Yeah, wow. KCS, like, immediately putting the pain down.
He had to die with a lot of mana left there.
Absolutely. And, that's that... that was that question mark kind of being answered here on Ragnor. Merilith picks up the flag. KCS, an experienced team, knows when they can when they have the advantage and when they can push it. They're very good at taking an early lead and just slamming into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Symiad lasting long here.
No, he's gonna go down quick. Oh, Maria.
What?
And there goes Symiad. So I'm very disappointed by this. I think this was a big ball drop on the side of the Hellhounds here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think,
especially with their A team.
Yeah, this just shouldn't have happened this way.
Karkillian taking huge damage now. He's the only person left to tank.
I think he's trying to die.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's his only option.
No wimpies definitely does, now that you're talking about it, does seem to imply that he turned off Wimpy and jumped into the fray, trying to come out with his team, which is a good move on his part. He's another one of the more experienced players and knows what to do.
If I'm Branzol right now, I just run up and down the arena on my mount, hoping to waste KCS's move. He does not need to be fighting. He's not going to delay Merilith at all by himself.
I think he's also they've made the decision to die, but
Well, you know, their deaths are pretty close together. I think they're one tick apart, Branzol from Kark and Symiad. So they'll definitely be coming out together again before the third cap, but they haven't done enough to really have an advantage they can press.
I'm not sure they will be out in time. I think you can run the flag from this position without having to fear any delays at all. I think you can run the flag in this position.
It's 110 seconds if you do it perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 11 rooms, 10 seconds per room.
I like your brain.
So I think they'll come back out because that's still 4 minutes.
Watch out for the serial killer over here.
Shut up.
There we go.
Roll 3 second laugh.
You got there. You got there.
Alone.
Merilith,
Back to the match.
taking advantage of this free time.
While we have the dead time, I just want to clap back at Albert here, since he's always calling us out for not stacking flag caps. You save all of 7 seconds by stacking a flag cap, when it takes you over 110 to run it. So I'm not saying that it's not good to save those 7 seconds, but it's not the difference maker. He claims it is.
It is
shots have been fired.
You don't always know when it's going to make the difference or not, but it definitely does at times.
In Magma, we really only had one flag carrier, so we didn't think too hard about worrying about stacking caps.
I mean, Grendel and I have both been in. I think Grendel's been in ACFL for the entire time as well. But I've been here for 8 seasons. It definitely matters. It's one of those things, like, it doesn't always matter, but when it matters, it can be the difference between winning the match and losing the match. And it's something that's really, really easy to get down once you're comfortable in the arena. You have to have a plan for it and know who's going to be grabbing it and be ready for it.
So it looks like Tyrcell's 1 room away. Merilith's already ready to pick up. Grendel's probably waiting on any potential respawn. There's Ragnor.
on the dirt kick.
If Ragnor is coming out by himself, this was not wise.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your capture, Card Sharks.
What did I tell you? No, Merilith likes heat metal. I told you this the other day.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Ragnor
looking warmer.
getting steamy.
So I am curious if it was like directed to come out or not. Symiad came out immediately on the next tick, and Kark is out. So Branzol's 1 tick away.
Yeah, it does seem like Ragnor jumped the gun a little bit.
I mean, they haven't picked up the flag, so if that was the objective, then they were successful.
Yeah.
Iga is O-manning a lot on the Twitch chat. Do we know what that's in reference to?
I think he's pointing out that Ragnor was not in a shield while taking the entire KCS team.
Yeah.
I see.
I should probably pull up the Twitch chat on my phone.
We're like almost done, and now you're doing it?
Well, you know.
All right, Merilith does have the flag now.
Mm-hmm. Go, Merilith.
Well, in my defense, my phone was almost dead earlier. Slann perforates Symiad.
So Ragnor was just laid.
Cracks me up every time.
Slann is now in red.
Yeah.
But you have to imagine there's still a lot of mana left in Merilith and Tyrcell.
One of the
Slam is getting beat up though. Is he entwined?
No, I don't think so. Not at this
I
point.
saw Kark in shields.
There comes out the flails. Now the flails are coming out.
I think he just took them off. So yeah, I
did
saw
he?
him in flails. That's why I asked if he was entwined. But he's back in whips now.
Oh, yep. You are correct, sir.
Ragnor does have a shield.
I'm sorry, Neil. You gotta.
Merilith is 3 rooms away. I haven't seen a counter cap.
Yeah.
I think Slann
Merilith?
is successfully preventing any opportunity to counter
This is
cap.
another. Yeah, Merilith is there. The rescue is gonna come out, and Merilith is gonna walk it in.
Yeah, KCS did a good job stopping it. There wasn't a lot that, and this is kind of what I was trying to say. I don't like waiting till that last cap because I think the other team is, going to be aware.
It's definitely harder against an assassin in particular. I think when you're not dealing with a healthy assassin, you have a little bit more leeway in terms of your ability to counter cap. But when you have a full health assassin, or at least healthy enough to harass you.
So I think Hellhounds has to feel disappointed on some level. Like, I don't think they thought they were going to come out and win. I thought maybe they were just going to be getting Branzol and Ragnor some experience, but I don't think that went as well as it could have for them.
Yeah. It's awkward because a lot of times you want either in this situation you're going to want your Scald or your Paladin to be your group leader and your shot caller, I think, in a lot of situations. And I think neither of these players are well positioned for that role. Ragnor is very new to ACFL, and Branzol has just never excelled in a leadership role when I had been forced to put him in that position. So Hellhounds needs to figure out how to work around that, I think.
I think a lot of it's just going to boil down to experience. There's leading group PK is kind of a lost art in DSL right now.
Yes, it is.
So, and I had a lot of experience doing that, and I still find myself thoroughly confused in ACFL at times.
Yeah, ACFL is very, very hectic, no doubt.
Yes, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, a lot to think about, and it's only going to be crazier this season with all these warlocks flying around.
I love the chaos of the warlocks. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm very excited for Hydra and Brutes.
Yeah, that should be a fun matchup.
Just to see 2 warlocks going at each other.
It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be real nutty.
So I am very curious. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in GG's group discussion there, because I have the feeling that Iraq, this was kind of like a test for them. They knew that maybe they felt that the Stars were a weaker matchup and it would be a good time to experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious how they felt about that lineup compared to the Zudum and Nazarin choices.
I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see for sure. I think the Wild Elf Blade Singers have just really just put out so much damage, and it's helped by the fact that I think all the Wild Elf Blade Singers that are in ACFL right now are also very carded, so they have extra health to tank up, and they also have a lot of extra mana that they can use to chain with.
Yeah.
Wait, was there a damage calc on this last match? Did that happen? Did I miss it?
Not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna see if somebody posts it so I can record it in the log. Here we go.
Hey, look, I did something helpful.
You sure did.
Oh, holy Slann, Batman. Out damaging the troll barb.
I think the land rate of Flash obviously needs to be lowered.
Uh,
The Botcon
I I
Assassin should lose a
still I
boost.
still argue for swapping Flashbang and Flare. Give Flash give Flash over to Nightshades and give Flare to Assassins. Assassins still have tons of utility in Choke and G-Con and all this, and then